That quite a few times this year. Trailing going in the third period, we find a way to get back, and so it wasn't a big deal for us. Obviously, the game's a big deal, but we've been a real good third period team.
How can you describe the mood of the team on the bench, especially when there's 6-7 minutes to go and you guys are trailing?
Nothing changed. I mean, it's a one-goal game. You keep battling right to the end, and we didn't create a whole bunch of stuff the first 14 minutes, but after that we started to push a little bit, and obviously at the end with that power play goal, but we just kept working and battling.
When you say nothing changed, do you mean like the demeanor, the calmness of the team?
Yeah, no, everything. Yeah, on the bench everything was the same.
Did you see that coming from Panarin after the kind of a rough night that he had?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, the ice wasn't great tonight. I think they had a concert here or something last night, and the puck was bouncing, and it affects his game more than other guys, and people get frustrated at times. So I think you've seen a little bit of that, but he's the guy. When I was in overtime, I said to myself, I know who's going to score if we score. If we get the winning goal, it's going to be him. And sure enough, he makes a great play. But that's our team. We compete, we battle, and we find ways to win games that maybe we shouldn't have. And Shesterkin was really good tonight, so. But it's a team effort from our group, and that's what we like about it.
Can you put that in perspective of how good Igor was?
What's that?
How good Igor was and what kind of lift he gave them?
Yeah, we expect it. We expect it from him. He plays sharp, he's strong. That's why he's candidate for the MVP and the Vezina Trophy. He's our horse.
How much does the adversity that you went through in this 7 games help you now in the next one?
We'll see. No, it's great. It's great experience for our young players. We talk about it all the time. Before the series started, I'm sure a lot of people said there's not much experience with this group, and you look at the other side, they get all that experience. And for me, it's about guys playing the right way. They got a lot of experience during the season, and it showed in that series. I thought the kids played pretty good hockey overall, and I thought our team played pretty strong.
How about Zibanejad's goal there with about 5 minutes to go? Just that play.
Yeah, he's been our best two-way player all year, and he finds a puck in the slot, and as we all know, he knows where that corner is in the top area.
Hard to keep. You guys have kept that even keel all year long, but this game in particular had so many the high
it was
and the bounces and all that stuff.
There was some tough. The penalty we got, I thought it hit the glass that went over. When you look at the replay, it looks like it hit the glass, and then they score a goal that we thought was a high stick. It was really close, and they're tough calls to make for the officials, and so we get behind the 8 ball a little bit there, but we're not going to quit. We're going to battle back, and again, think we fell behind 2-1, and then Stromer scores a big goal, and then the Zibanejad goal, and then obviously Key makes a great play in overtime to draw a penalty. So
you talked about how much the team has come back during the year. How much knowing that you can do that helps in a game such as this?
Tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, huge. The guys know that. We talked about it between the second and third period. We're never out of a hockey game. Our best period's in the third usually, and so they felt confident. They felt comfortable playing our game.
When you said you felt that Panarin had one in overtime coming, was that coach's intuition or just the way things even out when a guy's maybe not having his best
game? I just thought he wasn't having his best night, obviously, and he tried hard. He competed and got some pucks out, but it was sort of a simple game for him. And like I said, he usually makes a lot of plays, and tonight it just wasn't there. Pittsburgh played a strong game. They had the puck possession quite a bit, and you just get a feeling with a guy like him that he can do that for you, and that's what he does.
How much has that no quit mentality become the identity of this team?
It sure fits this team. There's no doubt about that. They find a way, and again, I'm really proud of them. I knew tonight was going to be a battle. We talked about the 7th game being at home, but we fell behind most of the game, and we found a way to battle back.
What kind of calmness did you sense in the room going into overtime?
Everybody knows it. There's nothing changed in the dressing room. We got prepared to play it. We talked about playing it the same way as we played the first 3 periods, and
Well, not every team has that sometimes going into overtime. Did you take that as a good sign?
I don't know what other teams have, but I don't know how you change anything different. You don't tell them to go out there and try and score a first shift and give up a 2-on-1. So you tell them to play the game the same way, and when you get the opportunity, forecheck and put locks of pucks on the net.
First game 7 in this building. Can you sum up the fans, the energy?
Fans are unbelievable. Yeah, they carry you. They help you out a lot, and there's no doubt they're pretty excited.
How long before you start thinking about the next series?
I can't hear you.
How long do you start thinking before you start thinking about the Hurricanes?
I don't even know when we play, so. But it won't be tonight, I'll promise you that.
Do you get a read or have an impression on the Gensel goal? The call on that one where he swatted out of the air?
I thought it was a high stick, but it was really close. When they call a goal on the ice, they have to review it in Toronto, and they review it and look at it. And then we were always told if it's close, it's going to be a good goal. And it was close. I still think it was a little bit of a high stick, but we don't have to worry about that. It was perfect. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I feel like I've been repeating myself. Everyone's been repeating themselves, and we didn't want the season to end, and I think this has been our team all year. No matter how the game goes, whatever happens, we stick together, we work, and we know what we have in that locker room, and all we can do is just work hard, do our best, and stick together, and I think good things will happen.
Mika, your goal, what leading up to it, is the urgency picking up? Like, what's that whole end of the game like for you?
Yeah, I mean, we said it before the third as well. We didn't have anything to save it for. Yet again, I think, you know, doing the little things to try to, you know, advance pucks, getting on the forecheck, you know, just trying to win your one-on-one battles. That's what we talked about, and obviously the intensity level and a little bit of a desperation kind of kicks in when the clock starts winding down. And it was a great job by Copper and Laugh, and it was unreal.
What's like when you hear the Garden erupt in that moment? What's that like?
It's crazy. I don't think I've heard this building louder than the Artie's OT winner. I could not hear what I was thinking, and you know, people have been talking about Game 7 here, and the crowd, and that was unrealistic.
How much did your confidence remain high when Igor was making save after save?
I mean, he's done that all year for us. He really gives us a chance to win every game, and you know, you obviously don't want to give too many chances, and you know, the grade A's, but I think, you know, they're going to get chances, and we know who we have back there, and we trust him, and he's such a calm presence back there, and just gives us that confidence to go and get the next one. Just need one, and he did that again today.
Mika, how satisfying is this moment personally, for as long as you've been here, to have this happen in Game 7 here at the Garden, overtime?
I mean, it's great. Being here, you know, my first year playing here, went to the playoffs and got to see the atmosphere and the feel around the city, and just being in the playoffs here was something I was looking forward to, and now being here and with this with the team that we have is just incredible.
Why were you able to erupt for 7 points personally in the last 2 games?
The pucks went in. I don't know. I didn't feel like I did anything, you know, differently in terms of, you know, shooting the puck, and you know, you play with the players I play with. The chances are gonna come, and just gotta make sure that you keep shooting, and but I mean, it doesn't really matter. Wouldn't matter at all. The only thing that matters is that we're going to the next round. We won this series, and we're not done yet.
Mika, you mentioned you've been here for a while. Artemi signed here at a time when you guys were in a down cycle, and now you're back into the second round. What's that journey been like with him?
I mean, any team with Artie in his team, it's going to be a good team. It's going to be a dangerous team, and he's been great for us. Obviously, that's, you know, I don't have to sit here and go through his stats. I think everyone knows what kind of player he is, but just the way he is, just the, you know, competitive he is, and always wants to win. And I think that's, you know, guys see that, and I think we have a lot of guys like that in our room, and I think that's what brings us the success we've had so far. But then again, we're not done. This was the first 4. Now we move on.
Mika, Coach said that he was telling you guys all along to prepare as if Crosby was going to play tonight. Obviously, he does. they got a boost from that. But did you feel like you guys did a better job tonight of whether it was pushing for offense, winning face-offs? Like, do you feel like that matchup went pretty well for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think I said that after game one. It's not just another centerman, another player. It's a guy that's won a lot, and that whole line. I mean, it's not just that line, but obviously the focus is going to be on him and his line. And I think it was. I also mentioned that I think we focused a little bit too much on him and on that line, and kind of let them dictate. And I think it was just the message was just go out and play. And I thought we did a better job just focusing on ourselves. And I think that's the most important thing that you can do.